record this right now? Cool. So again, everyone, welcome to this call, to this exclusive training on traffic. This is Mario Brown reporting out of San Diego. We're going to talk about specifically retargeting. Those are the stats from just a 3-day campaign that I did, giving me 100,000 impressions for very little money. I'm going to show you later how much I paid for 100,000 impressions. Now, retargeting, if you don't know what it means, let's dive right into just a tiny bit of theory. I'm going to talk with you about the concept of how retargeting works. And then we're also going to talk about actually creating your first Facebook ad from scratch, in addition to the retargeting, okay? This is some powerful stuff. Get rid of all the distractions right now. Get rid of, turn off your phone, turn off your inbox, and just pay attention, take some notes, because you can literally implement this tonight. What I'm going to show you today, you can implement tonight. You can get started for $5 a day using retargeting. Now, at the end of the call, I have some ongoing education for you. If you want to take me up on it, that's absolutely great, but you don't need it to succeed. What I have right now for you is all that you're going to need. If you want to work more with me and more in-depth Facebook, there's an offer for you at the end. But right now, let's get that, pushed it on the side and just focus on making you as successful as possible, taking massive imperfect action. Remember, don't be a perfectionist. Good is good enough. Take imperfect action. Now, what is retargeting? Let's talk about it really quick. Just a second of theory. Retargeting means if you send a prospect to your website, okay? So it could be SEO, blogging, it could be whatever you do, Facebook traffic, however you generate traffic. It could be even locally if you go to networking events. You send someone to your website or to your sales page. Now, here's the problem. Not everyone who's going to go to your website then is going to buy. So what happens when they walk away, they click away? If you didn't have retargeting in place, this means that you would lose out on all the traffic. So if you imagine if I send 50,000 clicks to my sales page, to my website, and I don't have any retargeting in place and they don't buy, I lost that traffic forever. Versus if I actually do use retargeting, and they leave my website without buying, now I can follow them around everywhere on the internet. I can follow them around on YouTube with videos. I can follow them around on websites. I'm going to show you proof for that, how my ad has been seen on New York Times, on Mashable.com, on ESPN.com. So you can leverage a big website's authority for your business and for your clients. And your ad is going to follow them around everywhere they go on the internet. And of course, Facebook, you can follow them in the news feed on Facebook. You can follow them on the right-hand side ads on on Facebook or on mobile devices as well. This is the power of retargeting, meaning someone comes to the website, they don't buy, and now you follow them around everywhere. What's the benefit? Well, let me tell you, if you follow them around everywhere and they see you on New York Times or Mashable on Facebook, they're going to think that you're this huge company, that you're like a rock star. Because in the past, only big companies like Coca-Cola, like McDonald's had the funds to really crush it, okay, with mass advertising. But right now, thanks to the internet and thanks to retargeting, if you know what you're doing, you can now have the same effects like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, get mass advertising for very, very little money. And when I say little money, I'm talking like 5, 10, 15 bucks for hundreds and hundreds of impressions. This is literally my secret weapon. So I hope that you guys are really getting pumped here, okay? Because I'm going to show you right now how to do it. So that next time when you have a sales page, when you have a product, or if you work with clients and they get traffic, now this traffic is not going to be lost. Let me give you a real example here. Let's say you're doing webinars. I'm a big fan of webinars. So let's say you have a webinar registration page. You send traffic there. People register and some people don't register. What happens is now they're going to click away. Maybe they go for dinner, whatever it is. They come back to the internet and you lost them. But if you do retargeting, now you can remind them to register for the webinar. You can remind them to purchase the product that you are selling. Look at Amazon, guys. Have you realized that when you go to Amazon and you look at a pair of shoes or like a pair of glasses or some kind of electronic device, did you realize that for the next 48 hours, everywhere you go on the internet, Amazon is following you around with that exact item that you looked at? How powerful is that? Everyone knows that it takes 7 to 8 touches until someone makes a buying decision. Think about that, guys. If it's good enough for Amazon, for Target, for all these huge companies, we can do the same thing for very little money. Let's not just have the big companies out there have all the benefits. Let's also take advantage of that. You guys with me? I just turned on my fan here. Second. I'm getting all excited here and pumped. Okay, cool. Deborah said yes, she's with me. Andrea as well. Valerie. Wow, all the ladies are with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep it going. So, real world example right now. Do you guys recognize this website? This is the sales page for Video Product Pro. You know, everyone on this webinar right now here, you should be owning a copy of Video Product Pro. Now, when you went to this website, if everything worked out the way it should work out, after you clicked away, I should have been following you around everywhere on Facebook. Now, I didn't activate the retargeting on the websites like New York Times because I didn't have time, but I really went aggressive with Facebook. So if you saw after you visited my website, my ads following you around on the news feed, on the right-hand side ad, you should have seen them and maybe you even clicked on them. So let me ask you this. Have you guys seen this ad? And just be honest with me right now. If you saw an ad with my picture and glasses or the one with the countdown timer, give me a yes. If you didn't see it, it's cool. Just put no in the chat box. Just give me a quick, honest response and let me know if you saw at least one variation of this ad, either the countdown timer or the other one. All right. I'm getting like lots and lots of yeses. I hear once in a while I see a no. So Doug Golinsky said a no. Paul said no. So Paul and Doug, are you guys really active on Facebook? Daniel said yes, indeed. Benny said no, I bought immediately. Even if you bought, you should have still seen them. So basically, those were two of the ads that I ran. If you remember at the beginning of this webinar, I showed you 100,000 impressions. Those were the ads. Now remember, I'm going to give you a couple of teaching points right now. When you run retargeting, stay congruent. Now, this is the same image, if you recall, that I used in my sales video. So when you click through to my sales page, you already saw this image of me with the t-shirt, the blue one. I was wearing my glasses. Usually, I actually don't wear glasses, by the way. These are computer glasses that take away the brightness from your screen. So you already saw this image. So now when I run my Facebook ads with the same image, there's congruency. When you see that, you're right away going to recall it, you're going to remember it, and you're going to remember me. So what I'm gaining here is multiple things. First of all, I'm gaining congruency, okay? More trust, more likability. Secondly, I get personal branding, especially with the one with my image. Now it's much more likely that you're going to remember me for a longer time if I follow you around for 2 or 3 days everywhere you go on the internet. Okay, huge benefit. Third benefit is clicks. A lot of people, I'm going to show you the stats in just a moment, actually 180 people clicked on these ads for little money and they came back to my sales page. And a lot of those clicks turned into sales. So they didn't buy right away, but because they saw me following them around, they got reminded of it. I stayed top of mind with them and boom, I got the click and whoop, they went to the sales page and a lot of those people made a buying decision. So for like 20, 40, 50, 60 bucks, I can get 10, 5,000 impressions. And out of 5,000 impressions, if I make, let's say 25 sales and it brings in an extra $4,000 and I spend 50 bucks, is that a good deal or is that a good deal? Oh, exactly. You guys agreeing with me. It's a sweet deal. And by the way, the people right now that said they didn't see my Facebook ads, they also say they're actually not really on Facebook. So they don't really hang out on Facebook. So that's a reason for why they didn't see it. Another example of a Facebook ad, I didn't go as aggressive with that one, but maybe you've seen it. So this is me screaming at a lion. This is another retargeting ad that I ran the last couple of days. Maybe you've seen that one too, following you around on the right-hand side. I didn't go as aggressive with that one, but yeah, I also had like a couple thousand impressions. So maybe you saw that one. So Catherine just said she saw that one for sure. And Jim also said he saw that one with the lion. Here's the one from the newsfeed. So this one, as you can see here, the ones that I showed you before on Facebook, they were on the right-hand side, the small ones. I also ran this one here in the newsfeed. In the newsfeed, it takes a little bit longer for them to activate. So I didn't get as many impressions on that one, but still I got a bunch of clicks from that one as well. So I made sure that I follow around people on the right-hand side and on the newsfeed, because on the newsfeed, and I'm going to show you the stats later, you always get much more clicks. And it makes sense, right? If you look on the right-hand side here, how small the image is of podcast movement versus my image being huge. So obviously, I take up more real estate, virtual real estate in someone's newsfeed, and boom, I get more clicks, I get more sales, I get more exposure. Okay, and it's so inexpensive. And I hope that you're taking notes. I'm giving you right now my best stuff. Like, this is the insights of how you can run successful advertising and get traffic and get leads and sales for little money. Really, really important, okay? Now, also, when people go on Facebook, they don't go on Facebook to look at advertisements. So on the right-hand side, people get banner blindness, meaning a lot of people ignore the right-hand side right now. People go to Facebook to check out their newsfeed. They want to scroll through the newsfeed. They want to see their friends. What's up in the life of my friends? So if you show up with your advertisement in the newsfeed, you have a much higher chance to have a pattern interrupt. So whatever they're doing, you can interrupt their pattern. And a lot of those people don't even know that this is actually an ad. They think it's actually just in the newsfeed. So I hope this is making sense and you guys are taking a lot of notes here, okay? Cool. Now, here's another example of banner retargeting. So this is an example of a website. Now, this one is a little bit too crazy. I'm not sure why this website chose to show 3 banners at the same time, but they just did it. And a client of mine sent me a screenshot when they were hanging out on this website. So this is a good example of website retargeting. This is another one here of Facebook retargeting. And this is another one here, a real world example that I used for right-hand side retargeting. And most likely, guys, after this webinar, once I send out the replay, you should see some retargeting as well for the webinar replay, for example. So be on the lookout for that and see the power. And, the one thing that I'm not using right now is YouTube retargeting because I'm just learning this. So right now, just, being straightforward, I'm not an expert on YouTube retargeting, but I'm learning, I'm studying it because, wow, if someone goes to your sales page and they walk away and they see you on YouTube, they see you on New York Times, they see you on Facebook, you look like a freaking rock star, literally like a huge brand. And, you have a much higher chance to sign up that client. Here's another example for right-hand side ads as well. Now check this out really quick with me. This is a real world example, okay? So how do I get the question box here out of the way? Actually, I'm just going to read it here. So basically, check this out. Carl here said, hey Mario and others here, thought you would enjoy this. I was checking out Mario's campaign that he posted yesterday. Today I was looking at an old 2001 New York Times article online. And lo and behold, who pops up? Mario Brown. Now check this out. I hope that you guys understand what's happening here. He went to a webinar registration page and next day he goes to the New York Times, looks at an old article and boom, my banner pops up. Now what's happening here is I'm basically borrowing authority from New York Times. So if your ad, your product, your branding shows up on the New York Times for your prospect, they automatically, if they want or don't want to, they automatically going to associate you and your brand with New York Times. Imagine the branding, the authority, the credibility that you get from that. It's huge. And and when you see how much I pay for this or how little, you're going to be shocked and you're going to be like, holy crap, why didn't I use Facebook retargeting and banner retargeting earlier? And I'm going to show you, hey guys, don't worry. I'm being all hyped up here. In a moment, I show you in my Facebook account how to set this up. So don't worry about it. I show you step by step. This is not just a bunch of theory. Another example here really quick. In my Facebook group, Danielle said, has anyone else seen Mario's face follow them around on Facebook? I have never seen a face so many times in one day as Mario's. Not only in the ads, but in the newsfeed too. Good job, Mario. So this is the effect that you're going to get. People are going to be like, holy wow. How is this person, this brand following me around everywhere? How are they doing? They must be spending thousands and thousands on advertising. They must be a huge company. What they don't know, I spend like 10, 20 bucks. That's what they don't know. But the branding, the name recognition, the benefit long-term that I get is huge. It's very intangible. You can't really put money on the value. You just have to understand, from a branding point of view, from name recognition, if you have a new product launch, if you have a new brand that you want to get out there in the world, if you use this strategy, retargeting, following people around, they're going to remember you. They're going to remember your brand. Or maybe you work with clients. It's the exact same thing that you can do there. This is another example. This is someone just saying here, that they can't believe that they see me everywhere after just visiting a webinar page. People just can't believe how powerful this is. A couple more examples here. This is what I did to retarget joint venture partners. So let's say, you bought Video Product Pro, most likely you want to create a product, right? And when you create a product, you have to understand, how do you launch a product? Well, to launch a product, you need JV partners. Joint venture partners is what you need. So what I do is I create a cool joint venture page, and when people visit it, boom, I retarget them like crazy. So I follow around joint venture partners on Facebook, on YouTube, on websites, and I remind them that my product launch is coming up. So I stay top of mind with them, so they don't forget about me. They don't forget that my launch is coming. They don't forget the date. They don't forget to promote me. So if you ever wondered, hey Mario, how do you get all those joint venture partners? Well, this is one strategy. I follow them around. I stay top of mind. I keep reminding them. I hammer into subconscious that my launch is happening. So you can use this for launches, for branding, for all those type of things. Here's another example of TMC. As you can see here in green, I was promoting last year my live event in Los Angeles, which is an amazing live event. People pay up to $1,000 to be there. I have Frank Kern, Mike Filsame, Andy Jenkins speaking. It's an amazing event. I call it Online Marketing Mastery. And I was promoting it for Los Angeles. And here it shows up on TMC. Now, here's a downside. You want to deactivate certain websites, okay? I don't really know if I want my brand to be associated with TMC. So once I saw that it showed up there in my module, I can just deactivate that so it doesn't show up in TMC. Nothing against TMC, but I just don't know if I want my brand associated with it. But it still was funny. A client sent me this screenshot, and I thought it was funny, and it was kind of cool. Here's another example, random example. Here on the right-hand side, you can see again, I'm retargeting people. This is a sports site. Here I'm retargeting people on YouTube. So this is not actual YouTube retargeting in terms of showing up in the video. That's something else that I'm learning right now. But as you can see, I still can leverage YouTube's website and show up here on the right-hand side after people visited my sales page. Okay, and I see a lot of questions popping. Guys, no worries, I'm gonna cover all the questions at the end. Someone was asking if you can deactivate retargeting. Absolutely. You can actually specify how long you want to retarget. Do you want to retarget for 1 day, 10 days, 1 month? You can specify that. And here's a big tip. Don't retarget for like 2 or 3 months, okay? Because if you overdo it, people are gonna feel like you're stalking them. That would be too scary, okay? So I usually retarget maybe 10 days, 14 days max, and then I give it a break. So make sure that you don't go totally nuts and retarget people for half a year, because that would definitely be a little bit over the top creepy. Don't do that. Here's another example. Check this out. This is actually Bleacher Report. And someone, was reading here the article about LeBron James. And as you can see, I pop up twice. So I pop up on top with a really color purple that stands out, and then also here with like a nice bright blue on the right hand side, reminding people to sign up for the live event in Los Angeles. Or this one is actually in San Diego, excuse me. So I had one in Los Angeles last year and one in San Diego. So as you can see, huge. Okay, absolutely huge benefits. Another tip, write this down. Write this tip down. You have to change up the colors. You have to change up the colors when you do advertising. And this is not just true for advertising, for retargeting, for anything. Make sure that when you upload your Facebook ads that you use different colors right from the get-go. If you do that, Facebook and the website's automatically going to switch up your colors. And why do you want to do that? Because if you only use one color like blue, people are going to develop something that is called banner blindness. So after like 2 or 3 days, they're going to ignore, they're not even going to realize your banner anymore. But if you have one in bright yellow, one in bright blue, one in bright green, one in purple, one in white, one in black, now you mix it up and it's always grabbing their attention. It's going to keep your clicks to your website going. Really huge tip. I hope you wrote this down, okay? Quick other example here. This was on a real estate site about a house that is being sold for $9 million, a mansion in Miami. And as you can see, boom, my ad shows up right here. Now, the beautiful thing with retargeting is you can actually retarget locally. Check this out. I can retarget only people who live in San Diego, for example. So if my next event, let's say, is in San Diego, and a lot of people went to my website, I can retarget people who only live in San Diego. I can target people who live in San Diego who are at least 25 years old, who are entrepreneurs, who are into advertising. It's amazing how specific you can be with your targeting on Facebook. It's actually quite scary. So if you have local events, if you want to target only in the United States, or only in Miami, or only in San Diego, you can even target just by zip code. I can literally target people here in my zip code only. Like if I had a dog and the dog would run away, I could run an ad to people in my zip code asking them if they saw my dog. It's crazy, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am about this. Another example of a Facebook ad, I always try to be a little bit funny with my Facebook ads. This is basically, I put my face, I got someone on Fiverr, put my face into this one and, Uncle Sam here, and I thought it was pretty funny. This one here is cool. This is my client, Robin. He joined my group coaching program. And in my coaching programs, I give all my clients all my templates, all my resources, my agreements, my best converting stuff. So he took my template, and as you can see, he just switched out his face for mine, and then he retargeted me. So it was so funny when I went to weather.com and I wanted to check the weather in San Diego, and boom, I see my own ad with Robin in it. So it was so funny. But you know what? I give him credit. He took action. He took my template, and now he's retargeting. He's creating this huge brand. He's getting more clicks. He's making more sales, and now he's doing retargeting for his clients as well. So he's charging now companies that pay him good money, and he's doing the retargeting for them for penny on the click. It's pretty amazing. Here's another example on weather.com. Sometimes they choose to go a little bit crazy. So here he showed up 3 times, talk about, name recognition and remembering someone. Powerful stuff. So my question for you is this right now, because I have to take a sip of water here. And I need you to post this in the actual chat box. This is an interactive webinar. I need you guys to engage with me and respond. How well are you using retargeting and Facebook advertising in your business or your client's business right now? Just take 10 seconds, I take a sip of water and put it in the chat box. How well are you right now using the power of retargeting in your business? Go ahead and put in the chat box. All right, I took a sip of water. Benny said, I'm new. Nikki said, I'm learning. Richard said, not at all. I'm just hearing about it right now. Michael said, not at all. Valerie said, not using it. Elizabeth, not at all. Naomi gave it a shot but couldn't get it right. McDonald, not at all. John tried it once but then stopped. You got to get back to it. Catherine said, not very well. Not at all, says Ken. Pam, Pat, Andrea, JJ, Sally all saying no, 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 no. Ray says no, no, no. Tony, not currently using it. Patrick says learning. Josephine not using it. Natasha not using it. John not using it. Sandra, Raphael not using it. So, okay, guys, who's using it? I only have no's here. And who's actually using retargeting right now to its full potential? So far, I have 99.9% nice. Yeah. All right, cool. Hey, then I'm even more excited. It sounds like 99.9% of you guys never use retargeting. You don't know how to do it. Sweet. You are on the freaking right webinar with me right now. Let's dive into this. Are you guys ready? You guys excited? Let's dive into this, guys. And let me show you how to do it. And I'm going to start with Facebook. Before I'm going to talk about how much the banner retargeting costs, let's just dive right into Facebook. Let's do some real world stuff. Enough of the theory right now. Let's dive into this. Let's really rock this big time. So basically, guys, I'm going to keep this very newbie friendly. I'm going to make an assumption right now, and I'm going to just say right now, everyone on this webinar, you have never done a Facebook retargeting campaign. So I'm going to keep this very newbie friendly right now. I'm going to walk you step by step through how can you create a full-blown Facebook retargeting campaign in 10 minutes flat tonight, so that you can literally generate leads as of tonight. Does that sound like a good promise? Of course I have to deliver, and hopefully I can over-deliver. So if it's cool with you that I keep it newbie friendly, and if it's cool with you that you get used to my German accent because I talk fast and I go like a machine, then I'm ready to rock and roll. Cool. Lots of yeses here. Let's do it. First thing that you want to do is you want to go to your Facebook advertising account. In your Facebook account, if you look here on your personal one, all you have to do is you go here to the actual little thing here on the right on the arrow. And then let me just clear something up here. Okay, so here I click on here and then a couple of options pop up. So what you want to do is you want to click here on create ad or manage ad. One thing that you do need to run Facebook traffic is you need a Facebook business page. If you don't have one, don't worry. It's as simple as going to your Facebook profile, check this out, and you click here on create page. It takes you about 3 minutes. They're going to ask you what's the name. They ask you if you want to upload an image. You click on submit and boom, you are live, rocking, rolling. It's free and you have a Facebook fan page. And then with that, you can now generate Facebook traffic. There's two ways how you can do it. One is you can click here directly on create ads, or you can click here on manage ads, okay? This would take you to the ads manager, or here on create ads. In my case, I recently created manage a business account. You don't have to worry about what a business account is. It's the same as this one here. It's just a little bit more specific. So you want to click here on manage ads or here create ads. And I'm going to click here on business account. Once you click on manage your ads right here, I'm going to show you where you're going to end up. It's actually the exact same window. So let's just hope my internet is working with me here. Okay, sweet. Don't worry about this right now. I just click here on my ads manager, and then this is the same window that you're going to see. This is the exact same window that you're going to see. This is called the ads manager. It's really straightforward, okay? First of all, what you're going to see here is the actual campaign that I ran for my launch. This is the one right here that got me 100,000 impressions. Think about the exposure and branding that you get through that. 100,000 impressions and 180 clicks. Now remember, 180 clicks, a lot of those clicks turned into sales. And then as you remember, I had one-time offers as well. So you have to think about the full spectrum of how much you can maximize your profits and revenue if you use retargeting. So if I paid, let's say, $150 for these 182 clicks, and they turned into $5,000 of revenue, that's one heck of a no-brainer deal. Actually, here you can see how much I spent. Okay, so I spent a total on this of about $170 for 100,000 impressions and 180 clicks, which immediately turned into direct revenue, plus intangible branding and exposure. This is sweet. Now, how do you do it? Let's talk about it. First thing that you want to realize here is someone is asking, where do you see the impressions? I'm going to show you that in a moment as well. But first thing first, for a newbie right now, I want to take the fear away from you from thinking that Facebook advertising has to be complicated. It has not to be complicated. Check this out. Here on the upper right side where it says create ad, this is where you actually create your Facebook campaign. Now the retargeting you set up somewhere else. I'm going to show it in a moment. But if you just want to straight up today create a Facebook campaign, all you have to do is create your fan page, click on create an ad here. It takes you to this window. And then I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set up your first Facebook campaign in a snap. But before that, we want to make sure that we do the retargeting really quick. But just in general, once you come to this window, I just click here on send people to my website. And then I can select the website here. So let's say, for example, this one here. And then here I'm in the Facebook, dashboard where I can create my account. So literally here I can now talk about who am I going to target, what age range, where they're living. I can do a couple of things here. I can set my budget. I'm going to walk you through this step by step in just a moment. Don't worry. First, though, we have to set up our retargeting. Now, how do you do the retargeting? Let me show you. The retargeting, I have to go back here. Leave this page, yes. This is again the ads manager. If we want to do retargeting, and as you can see here, I call this DPP retargeting all visitors, meaning all visitors got retargeted. This is how you do it. You want to go to audiences. So take notes right now. You go to audiences and you click on audiences. This is the easiest way that you can do it. What shows up for you is this dashboard right here. Okay, nothing complicated at all. It was just one click. The next thing that you want to do here when you're in the audience dashboard is you want to create an audience. Okay, an audience just means the people that go to your website. So let's do it just step by step, really quick together. As you can see here on the left-hand side, I have a couple of audiences. So for example, here, this one is visited Digital Product Pro sales page. So most likely everyone who's on this webinar right now, you are in this audience because you visited my sales page, remember? So the size of this audience is 4,300 people that I can retarget. That's a lot of people. Let's create it. So if you want to create your own retargeting audience, all you have to do is you go to this green button. Always follow the green button, okay? And you click on Create Audience. And then what we're going to create right now is we're going to create a custom audience, okay? So ignore those two right now. We talk about that a little bit more in FB Masterclass in the advanced training, but right now we're going to focus here on custom audiences. If I click on this, check this out, boom, this window pops up. You guys still with me? I'm really taking it, nice and slow. Now this pops up and you can have a couple of options here, but you know what? We're not even going to bother with those. We are just going to bother with those that we actually need. The first one here is a customer list. So you can actually upload your email database to Facebook. How powerful is that? If you right now have an email list, a database, maybe from networking, maybe you did some product launches, I don't know. If you have some kind of email database, you can upload that database to Facebook. And now you can retarget everyone on Facebook who's on your email database. Really, really powerful stuff. We're going to focus on website traffic because remember, we want to send people to this right here. Okay? We want to send people to your product. In Video Product Pro, you learned how to create a product, correct? So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to send people to your website, just like you can see here. So we have to actually select a different one. We're going to go with the one here that says website traffic. So now I'm going to click here on website traffic. And we're going to keep this simple right now. Facebook already tells me here website traffic, anyone who visits my website. Cool. I'm not even going to bother with these other ones, okay? We keep it simple. You have to take imperfect action. I don't need you to be a Facebook mega guru. I need you to be dangerous enough to reap the benefits of using advertising. If you try to be the mega guru, no, we're going to do this step by step, keeping it simple. So you keep it here, anyone visits my website. You could click something here. No, I'm not going to click anything here. You just leave it the way it is. Here, this is important. A lot of people miss this. How long do you want to retarget people? Facebook automatically puts it to 30 days. No, you want to change this. If you hover over the information button here, Facebook tells you that you can retarget people for 180 days. How powerful is that? You can retarget people for a lot of days. Okay? So why would I go 30? No, we're going to change this right now to the max. A lot of people miss this. 180 days, you can now retarget people, including past traffic. How sweet is that? You guys are with me now. We give it a name. Let's say Video Product Pro visitors. So everyone who visited the Video Product Pro sales page, and if you want to, you can give it a description. So let's just say retarget everyone who visited the sales page. Okay, so that way you're going to know exactly what this is. And that's it, guys. How easy was that? How sweet was that? Do you understand now that Facebook advertising retargeting doesn't have to be complicated if you have someone that you trust who can walk you through it step by step? Someone who's doing right now successfully what you are doing. You have to get guidance sometimes. Okay, sometimes if you get stuck, you have to find someone who's doing it and, join their whatever trainings or like a crash course like this that is free and have them walk you through step by step. This doesn't have to be complicated. You just need someone to give you the guidance. So with that being said, that's all we had to do. I click here on create audience and boom, check this out. In just a second here, it should create the audience for me. Thank you for creating a custom audience. Your audience is ready. Sweet. The audience is ready. Now I click here on OK and boom, it's right here. Video Product Pro visitors. On the upper left-hand side, as you can see, the size is 0 because this is a new audience. No one yet visited the website in terms of since I created this right here. And then retarget everyone in the description. As you can see, type is custom audience. Cool. And the rule, 180 days. I got to check in real quick. Are you guys with me? Am I going too fast? Is this understandable? Do you need a break? Give me a quick feedback in the chat box. I take a quick sip of water. I don't want to lose anyone here. That's just my personality. I go really fast, so I want to slow down sometimes. And okay, good. Okay, all right, cool. Really good feedback. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the feedback. That way, I know that I'm not just talking to a wall. Sweet, cool, good. So now that we created this, audience, there's one step left, and yes, this step is a tiny bit technical. But just a tiny bit, guys. Don't freak out. All you have to do is copy and paste a code. Let me show you what I mean. Here on the right-hand side, as you can see, all my other audiences, they say ready. The one that I just created right now doesn't say ready. Why? Because we have to actually take a code and put it on our website. Just because we have this website here and we created the audience in Facebook doesn't mean that people now are going to be retargeted. We actually have to take that code and put it on the website here, which is really easy to do. Don't freak out, bear with me. All I have to do right now is I click here on the checkbox, okay, here on the checkbox right here. And now what I need is, it's called a pixel. So I go here to actions, I click on actions, and here it says view pixel. Do you guys see this? And now it's going to give me the pixel, and I just have to copy it and put it on my website, and that's it. That's the only technical stuff that you have to do. So I click here on view pixel, boom. It's going to give me that stuff here that it's going to look like Chinese. And hey, if someone here is from China, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. It looks like the Matrix. This code right here, I just click on it, I copy it, and boom, that's it. Now we just have to copy paste it, and whoop, we are ready to rock and roll. It's telling us, put this copy in the head and head on your website. Now guys, I don't know what website creator you use. I personally use Lead Pages, I use InstaBuilder, and I use ClickFunnels. I don't know what you use, but those three are super, super easy to use, okay? Now, I'm going to show you this real quick in Lead Pages. I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up retargeting. So this is my Lead Pages account on the inside, okay? If you are interested in getting Lead Pages, let me just put this in the chat box here real quick. Or actually, we can cover this later. So this is my Lead Pages account. Let's say I want to create a new page. I go here to templates, and I told you this is step by step. I'm going to show you from scratch how you can do this. No excuses. And my internet is a little bit slow, so just bear with me. So I have different templates here. I'm going to click here on webinar, keep it quick and easy. So let's say we're going to create a webinar and we want to retarget people on the webinar, okay? We're going to do this together now really quick. So it's loading all the webinar ones that it has here, okay? And I'm going to show you in a moment how this works here. So as it's loading it, all I have to do then is copy my code that I showed you into the actual box here, if it ever shows up for me. So let's try this again. And while I do this and while we're waiting here for it to load, let me know if you have any other questions, because at the end of this webinar, I'll show you all the questions. Excuse me, I'm going to respond to all of them. So that's unusual. Either my internet's just really slow down here, extremely, or the Lead Pages server is slow, which usually it doesn't. But I have like 3 computers running here right now and recording, so maybe that's why. So let me just try this again. Of course, when you do a webinar and you want to showcase something, there's always a little bit of a hiccup. But what is that called? That is called imperfect action. If at the end of this call, I still showed you exactly how to do it step by step, I'm a happy man, because that was the promise and I want to over-deliver on that. But my internet is definitely a little bit slow right now. So I have to check in a moment here if I should switch to my other internet that I also have available, because it's not loading for me. Are you guys still with me? Did I lose everyone here maybe? I'm cutting in and out, guys. Am I cutting in and out? Still here, still here. Wow, lots of people still here. So anyway, Lead Pages for some reason is taking super slow. Let's see if my Facebook is still working here. This is the code, and you're gonna copy that and paste it into Lead Pages. I'm just gonna visit Lead Pages again in a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna show you how to do it. After you pasted this code into Lead Pages, you are ready to rock and roll. You're literally ready to do retargeting. So let me show you right now inside of Facebook how to actually set up your retargeting campaign now that you have it on your Lead Pages or ClickFunnels or InstaBuilder. What we want to do here is we want to go back to the Ads Manager. Here on the upper left, it says Ads Manager. So I'm going to click on this right now. So I'm back here in the Ads Manager. And remember when I said that we want to create an ad, we go here to the upper right side and we click on the green button here. And we're going to click on Create Ad. And now I'm going to show you where to actually select your retargeting audience. There's multiple options here on the website that you can choose what you want to do with Facebook. In my case, I just want to send people to the website. So let's keep it simple here. Let's all agree that we have a goal of sending people to the website. So I'm going to click on the first one right here. I'm going to select the website. Let's just go with this one here. You want to give it a campaign name. So I'm just going to call this Video Product Pro Demo for you guys. So now I gave the campaign a name, really simple. And now everything is going to be extremely step by step. You know, literally Facebook is going to walk you through your targeting options. Now the tricky part is you have to know where to find your custom audiences. And it's really, really simple. Check this out, how easy it is. Here right now, custom audience, all I have to do is click on this. And boom, just like this, right now, my custom audiences pop up right here. So the audience that I just created, visited Digital Pro, okay, they're right here right now. Okay, visited the Digital Product Pro sales page. As you can see, I just created it. It's right here right now. So if you wonder, where do you select your retargeting audience? You go here where it says custom audience. You can hover over the information button and you select it right here where I had it, like this one, 4,300 people. I select it and boom. Now I actually have the retargeting going. Big tip here, take notes right now. This is a huge tip. A lot of people miss this. If you want to retarget your full audience, you have to get rid here of the United States. Because right now, if you look here on the right-hand side, it's telling me that I'm retargeting people, that I'm showing my ads to the people here of 2,000 people only, but it said 4,000 people. And that's because not everyone who visited my website is in the United States. Actually, if you look at it, only 50% of the people were in the United States. The other 50% were outside of the United States. So what you want to do here is I want to deselect United States. And now you can see I'm reaching 4,100 people. Big tip, write this down. When you are inside your Facebook account and you set it up, deactivate all the countries, and now you're retargeting everyone. As you can see, I just went from 2,000 people to 4,000 people. Huge difference. Now that I selected that, I'm retargeting all the visitors. I'm selecting age 18 to 65. That's cool with me. If I were selling something high-end that is like a $1,000 or something, I would definitely increase the age to more like 24 or something like that. Because most likely, someone who's 18 won't be able to afford like a high-end coaching program or like a $1,000 ticket to a live event. But in this case, you know, Video Product Pro at its lowest price was 17, then 27, now 77. You know, this is very affordable. Cool. I hope you got this tip, you know. Now, there's interest that you could add. This makes no sense. We are focusing right now on retargeting. We're not focusing on any of this stuff. We just want to know if we send someone to the website, how can we get this effect that I told you about, that we look like McDonald's, like Coca-Cola, like this huge brand where we follow people everywhere. And right now we're focusing on Facebook, and then we talk about banner retargeting. That's the one with New York Times, Mashable, Huffington Post. Have your product show up there. So right now, let's keep this mega simple. All I have to do right now here, next step, how much do you want to spend? That's a pretty straightforward question, right? How much do you want to spend per day? And the cool thing is you can start here for just $5 a day. Okay, just $5 a day. I mean, guys, who here, be honest right now, who here has at least $5 that you could invest tonight to get some Facebook traffic going, to get some leads, to get more exposure for your brand? Do you have $5? Absolutely, guys. Look, a lot of people, they don't do Facebook advertising because they think it has to be so complicated. No, for $5 a day, literally you can get started. I show you right now step by step how to do it. No more excuses, imperfect action. Now, will you get a lot of traction for $5? Most likely not. It's telling you that you can reach here, you know, 230 to 600 people. So let's just say, let's be a little bit more generous. You know, tomorrow, let's skip Starbucks. Let's not get the 2 coffees at Starbucks, and let's invest those $20 into a Facebook advertising and retargeting campaign. So I just set it to $20 per day. Now I'm reaching up to 1,300 people. I like that a lot better, okay? And of course, when you do a product launch, you want to go higher than that. But for now, let's keep it simple. $20 per day, cool. I optimize for clicks to website. Yes, I just leave it like that because I want to get clicks to my website. Pricing, pretty straightforward. Facebook tells you here, your bid will be optimized to get more clicks to your website. You'll be charged each time your ad is served. Sounds pretty good, right? So we can just leave it right now like that. Sometimes, guys, when I do retargeting, I target by impressions, okay, and you can target by impressions, or you can pay per click. I'm not going to go into this right now. We're going to keep this simple. I don't have to confuse you right now. I don't have to overwhelm you. We just want to get this up in 10 minutes flat. Obviously, it's taking a little bit longer right now because I'm teaching, but if you do it by yourself, you're really good to go. So clicks to website. I could also serve here impressions. Usually with retargeting, I often choose impressions right here. Okay, because I want to get more exposure, but I'm not going to go into detail. Right now, we keep it simple. You just keep this right now. But remember, for retargeting, usually I choose impressions. Ad scheduling, I'm not going to worry about it. Ad set, you don't have to know what an ad set is. You can cover over here, but we just want to give it a name that makes sense to us. So I'm just going to say here, Video Product Pro Launch. Okay, I'm going to say custom audience, retargeting, so later I know what it is. And I'm going to say my face, because later I'm going to select a picture that's actually my face. And I'm going to say optimize for clicks. Okay, if I name it like this, or you can name it however you want, but if I name it like this, I really quickly later on when I look at it and it says video product launch, custom audience, retargeting, my face clicks, boom, I know right away what this ad set is, okay? So you just want to give it a name. And now, the next thing here, okay, bear with me here. Just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Hey guys, can you hear me? Someone is saying here no sound. Is everything good? Can you hear and see everything? Give me yes. All right, cool. So now what we have to pick a image real quick, okay? So all we have to do is I can go here and I can select an image. So I'm just going to go here on browse library and I have a couple of images here. So I'm just going to go with the one from the sales page because that gives me congruency. Okay, and then here you can select if you want to retarget people on the news feed. As you can see here on the right hand side, news feed. You can select people on the mobile device, or you can select them on the right hand side or audience network. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove audience, I'm going to remove mobile, and I'm going to remove the news feed. We're just going to focus right now really quick on the right hand side ads, because the right hand side ads going to give you the fastest exposure. It's saying we're going to need some text. So let's write a headline. This launch is ending soon. Now. Okay. And then here text. Last chance to grab this incredible deal. Okay. And then I'm going to say sign up now. Before you miss out. Boom, done guys. That's it. As you can see, I have a really good Facebook ad right now. You can use iStock photos. You can use anything you want for the image. I wrote a headline here. I have a copy down here. This is going to be shown right now to 4,300 people who visited my website. Okay, right here we selected the audience right here. 4,000 people who visited my website. I'm going to spend 20 bucks per day, which is very, very affordable. And it's going to show on the right-hand side this image right here with this copy right here. All I have to do right now is I can click here on review order. Then I click on place order and boom, you are up and running. You are in business. Now you can retarget, you can run Facebook traffic, you can get more sales, more leads, you can get exposure, name recognition, you can get branding. You can follow people around everywhere for cheap. Okay, really, really important. This is it. If you always thought, oh my God, I don't know how to do Facebook advertising, now you got it. You can watch the replay of this webinar and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. Now, is there more? Of course. Once you have your Facebook ad campaign up and running, you want to optimize it, you want to create other audiences, you want to look at your cost per click, you want to look at your stats that you're reporting, but all of that stuff is above the scope of this training right now. This is something that I cover in a program that I call FB Masterclass. For this right now, I just wanted to show you really super quick, how do you set this up? This was Facebook retargeting. Now let's talk about banner retargeting. How do you actually show up on New York Times? How do you show up on ESPN.com, on Huffington Post? How can you leverage and borrow the authority from websites like New York Times, Huffington Post, ESPN, CNN, and all those websites? Is that something that you guys are interested in? Should we spend 5 minutes on how you can do the banner retargeting and how much and how cheap it is? Should I share that real quick? All right, lots of yeses. Okay, cool. I spent about 5 minutes right now. I'm going to show you how to do banner retargeting and how much I'm spending on it. And then I also want to introduce you to a program where I teach everything more in detail. But right now, let's keep it with the content going here. Let's go back to my slides, okay? Let's talk about New York Times and all the good stuff. Let me just find my slides here. Okay, cool. So now we're going to talk a little bit more. How much did I spend actually on ads like this one here? Okay, on the New York Times, for example. How much does it cost me to show up on the New York Times? You're going to be shocked right now. Check this out. This right here is right outside of my account. Now pay attention to this. If you were distracted, pay attention right now. This is straight out of my account. If you look on the upper left, you can see in this example, I got 36,000 impressions. 36,000 impressions. Now, look on the lower level right now and look at the reporting. Can you see where it says impressions? So there's different campaigns here. The first one has 8,000 impressions, the second one 12,000, and so forth and so forth. Look at the total. I have a total of 36,000 impressions. And if you go to the right-hand side right now and you look at the cost, I spent $90 to get 36,000 impressions on websites like New York Times and CNN and all the good stuff. If you look at the first example, the OMM retargeting, for 8,000 impressions, I spent $7, $7.77 to get 8,000 impressions. To get 36,053 clicks, I spent $90. But remember, it's not just about the clicks. You also get the exposure, the branding. People are going to remember you. This is as inexpensive as it gets. Really, really careful that you pay attention to this right now, okay? Because I need you to use this as well. This is called banner retargeting. Banner retargeting, where you show up on other people's websites. This right here is a simple example as well. I ran the campaign longer. As you can see here on the upper left, 40,000 impressions, and I paid $100. $100 to have my ad shown 40,000 times. Guys, do you know how 40,000 times is? It's a lot of times. It's a lot of times. Now look, I got 65 clicks. Now in this case, pay attention real quick. In this case, I was selling my Online Marketing Mastery Live event. At that point, I was selling the ticket for $1,000. $1,000 to attend Online Marketing Mastery. Now, check this out. I spent $100 to get 40,000 impressions. Out of the 65 clicks, let's say only 6 people who got reminded to buy my event bought. That's an extra $6,000. And let's say out of the 6, 2 people bought the upsell, which is an extra 1,000. So now I'm looking at like 7K in revenue, and I spent $100. That's very tangible return of investment. It's a huge return of investment. Plus I get all the intangible stuff as well. So guys, if you're selling a $100 program and you spend $100 on retargeting and you make an extra, 10 sales, you make $1,000 extra plus all the branding, and you only spend $100. Like if you could make an extra 1,000 by spending 100, how long would you do that? How long would you spend $100 to get $1,000? Forever, right? Absolutely. Because it's a no-brainer. The return of investment is so huge on retargeting. It's sick. That's why I'm so excited about retargeting, and I'm glad that not more gurus do it, because you know what? This is like my secret weapon, and I want you guys also to be able to take advantage of that, because we all need an edge. In this marketing game, it's not all play, it's not all fun. Let's face it. It's not all play, it's not all fun. There's competition. You have to, you're running a business, you have loved ones, you have bills to pay, you know, you need an edge. And my edge right now is retargeting and using it for every launch, for every product, for every live event that I do. Here's another example, 12,000 impressions. This is a different campaign. If you look on the lower left again, for 8,000 impressions, I paid $11 and I got 8 clicks. And a total of 12,000, almost 13,000 impressions, and I got $31. That's what I paid and 15 clicks. So this is how you do banner retargeting. What I use to do banner retargeting is called Perfect Audience. That's just a service that you can sign up for. They help you to set up Perfect Audience. So you can retarget on Facebook. Inside of Facebook, you can retarget on websites like New York Times using something like Perfect Audience, and you can retarget with videos on YouTube. So there's 3 different ways, okay? Now, how do you set everything up in detail, step by step? How do you optimize it? I'm going to talk with you in a moment about how to do it. One cool thing that I want to show you is here on this report, it shows me where my websites showed up. So I can actually block websites. So if there's a website that I feel like, I don't want my brand to be associated with it, I can click here on options and block it. So only my advertisements are shown on the really coolest and best websites. Okay, and if you work with clients, this is a no-brainer. You have to invite your clients to use retargeting, and you can even, you know, charge them a lot, and you know, it's only going to cost you pennies. Here's another example. As you can see, my ad was shown on thesaurus.com, which I like. Foxnews.com, my ad was shown there as well, so I can keep them. MTV.com, my ad was shown 45 times. So I can keep those, and if there's something that I don't like, let's say, for example, I don't know, Gumtree.com, I can just block it. So I only be shown on the highest performing, most authoritative websites. Really cool stuff. This is inside of my Perfect Audience account. This is kind of like step-by-step how you can set up your campaign. You give it a name, you set a budget. It's very similar to Facebook. You have to upload your ads, and then you want to, you know, make it live and go live. And this is kind of like how it looks with your actual advertisements. So you can see here when you look at impressions, the different ads that I had, they perform differently. So some give you more clicks than others. And once you know which ones are performing best for you, now you can actually optimize and you can go for it. So far right now, and there's more, you know, like I gave you the surface. Now we're going to talk about how can you really take this to the next level. But what I want to ask you right now, what's been your biggest takeaway so far? Like from the last 60 minutes that you spent with me, I tried to really over-deliver. I wanted to keep this as actionable as possible. What's been the one biggest takeaway? What's been most valuable to you? Just, you know, I would really appreciate it. It would really be a sign of respect after giving you 60 minutes of my time. If you can just let me know really quick, what's been the biggest takeaway? What's been most valuable for you? I take a sip of water. Let me know, please. That way you also better digest information. What's been most valuable? All right, keep them coming. I'm reading all of the responses right now. Keep them coming here. Super easy to implement and target it. Says Paul. Constance says, creating the ad is easier than she thought. Hey, Nikki, Mark, Jeff, Kyle, Alfredo, thank you so much for the feedback. Now I know how to better retarget. The info on retargeting is awesome, says Luana. How to do the retargeting, biggest takeaway for Henry. Changa says brand recognition is a big insight. Victor says perfect audience, wasn't aware of that service. Pam says she's worried about the pixel code. No worries, Pam. I'm going to look at my lead pages in a moment and walk you through. It's really easy. Hey, Mike, guys, I really appreciate it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So a couple of you guys were asking how to do this step by step. Now, these are some of the people that I work with that now use retargeting. Like Alex Becker here on the upper end here. He's running right now a 7-figure business, SEO business, and information marketing business. He uses retargeting like crazy right now. Sue White and Gene Colander, they invested in my programs. They use retargeting. Jess Smith, Brian Anderson is a big retargeting fan. Daryl East is a YouTube guru. He does a lot of retargeting on YouTube. And I want to introduce to you guys right now FB Masterclass. I want to show you how I put everything that I know in my brain, everything that I taught my high-end clients that are paying up to $50,000 per year, And all that knowledge I packaged up into one killer program that I want to introduce you to. I called it FB Masterclass. Okay, and FB Masterclass is basically a program that last year I launched for $1,000, and I want to show you what's in FB Masterclass so that you see how to do retargeting really step by step. This basically right here is the FB Masterclass members area. I sold this program just recently for $1,000, okay? And today, if you guys want to check it out, you can have it for next to nothing compared to that. So basically, if you look at the modules here really quick, you will see that you have, right here, the dashboard, the fundamentals, research, business models. So I really dig deep into what's the best business model. How can you, my best converting Facebook ads, my best converting retargeting ads, it's all in here. How do you actually write a powerful Facebook ad? Like, how do you write the headline? How do you structure your call to action? How can you get the most clicks? Images. How do you have your images stand out? Which colors? How do you create contrast? What images get the highest clicks? How can you create outrageous images, or how can you do more corporate style images? Landing pages. I share in FB Masterclass my best converting squeeze pages, lead capture pages, my best converting sales pages, my best converting webinar registration pages. So if you want to do webinars, product launches, if you want to do sales pages, the best converting ones, including my stats and what's working and the copy, is all in this module right here. Targeting, super important. Today I couldn't get into targeting. Like, what we did was we created one audience, but you can target people by age, by gender, where they live, how much money they're making, what type of house they own, what type of car they buy. It's crazy how you can target on Facebook. I really dive deep into that in module number 7. Then I have budgets and bidding, cost per click versus cost per impression. How do you bid? How do you optimize? How do you make sure you don't lose your shirt? How do you do it from a newbie point of view? The Power Editor is advanced. This is a little bit more advanced. If you want to take your Facebook game to the next level, you want to use the Power Editor. I cover the Power Editor in very detail in module number 9. And then this is the sweet one, retargeting. In module number 10, I show you how to do banner retargeting step by step. So if I click on this module right now, I'm literally talking, multiple videos showing you step by step right here how to actually set it up. So how do you create your perfect audience account? How do you set up your campaign? How do you actually upload your ad right here? Okay, you can go through all the videos right here, and there's a bunch more videos in the other parts, part 2, part 1, and you can actually hear part 3. It's going to walk you through step by step how to set up your account, how to do the bidding for the banner retargeting, how do you show up on New York Times, on CNN, ESPN, Huffington Post, how can you look like a rockstar brand. It's all covered here, as you can see, all these videos step by step. Just like this webinar right now, this is videos in HD quality, and you can rewatch them at your own pace. Then we talk about fan pages right here, how you create your fan pages. And then also here's a basics training, and then also ads creation 101. How do you actually create your ad? So as you can see, this is a true $1,000 high quality HD recorded program with bonuses, with resources, professional banner, and everything included. I sold this for $1,000, and today I want to offer it to you guys if you're interested for an absolute no-brainer deal. So this is FB Masterclass. That's one that you're going to get here, including all the swipes and the videos. This is the modules. This is a $1,000 value. I just showed you the members area right here. Also, what I'm going to do right now here is actually, let me just find it for you real quick. I'm going to show you Digital Video Product Pro. So I'm going to give you, as a special deal today, if you take action today, also 100% commission on Video Product Pro. What does that mean? Let me just clarify what I just said here. Video Product Pro is something that I created. I hired a copywriter and I paid them $1,000 to create the copy. I did the sales video on top. I hired a sales page designer that I paid $1,000 to create a beautiful sales page that you can see here on the left-hand side. And then I had someone create the members area for me as well. It's all beautifully done. It's converting. It's already set up on JVZoo. And I'm offering you today, if you invest in FB Masterclass, to get 100% commission, meaning that you don't even have to create your own product right now. You can just literally go to JVZoo, request to be an affiliate. I'm going to set you up to 100% commission. And you can send traffic with retargeting, with Facebook traffic, whatever, blogging, SEO, and you can send traffic to my website, and you're gonna keep all the money on the front end. You're gonna keep 100%. All the thousands that I invested in the copywriter, in the copy, in creating the members area, spending a week doing nothing else but creating videos, you're gonna leverage all of that. You don't have to do it. You just send people here, you make a sale for 77 bucks, you keep all the 77 bucks. This is an absolute no-brainer. And the cool thing is, most likely if you're watching this, you already own Video Product Pro. You know how high quality the video is. You know how cool the members area is. You know how cool the bonuses are. You bought it, so you know that it's actually converting. If you want to leverage that, you can get that today. You just request it on JVZoo. I set you to 100% commission on the front end. It's 50% on the OTOs. I think it's a fair deal, and you're ready to rock and roll, and you can literally start promoting tonight. That's a real $1,000 value. I actually invested a lot more money than that in creating Video Product Pro. Also, what I'm going to do for FB Masterclass is I'm going to do for 3 months update calls. So for the next 3 months, I'm going to do another video just like this, a webinar, and I'm going to teach you what's working right now in my campaigns on Facebook, in advertising, in retargeting. So Facebook is changing so fast, it's really difficult to stay up to date with all the changes. But my team, they're out there. They're updating me. I always am cutting edge. I have access to some high-end masterminds with some of the best Facebook marketers. And everything that I learn, I'm going to give you for the next 3 months. Every month, I'm going to do an update call for you, just like this one, but just for FB Masterclass members. You're going to get that as well. So you get FB Masterclass, all the modules that I showed you, $1,000 value. You're going to get 100% commission on Video Product Pro. Literally leverage my hard work. You just send some traffic and boom, tonight you can promote it and you keep all the cash that you sell on the front end. And also, I'm going to give the monthly tactics call where everything that I learned in the high masterminds, I'm going to teach you in the update call. So you don't have to worry that you miss out on any changes on Facebook. I share with you what's working right now. What's the best converting landing page, the best converting Facebook ad, what worked with my last launch. I teach you that in the weekly calls. If I add everything up, that's $2,491. If you can get it today for just a fraction of that, if you go to digitalproductpro.co/go. That is digitalproductpro.co/go. So that's a $2,491 value, but you can get it for just a fraction of that at digitalproductpro.co/go. So go to that URL right now. I'm going to post it also here in the chat box so that it's easy for you guys to actually click on it. Let me just grab the link for you. So I can post it here in the chat box, and then you guys can go ahead and actually check it out. Let me just find this real quick. Chat, okay, there it is. And I see a lot of questions coming in here. I'm going to answer. I promise I'm going to respond to them in just a second here. So this is the link right here. You can go ahead and click on that, and that should take you to the right URL where you can get this all for an absolute no-brainer deal. Now, I have something special for everyone taking action today. If you are taking action today and you don't hesitate, I'm also going to give you access to my next live event in San Diego. Okay, the fast action bonus for people who take action today, who are watching this right now, taking action. And if you take action right now and you don't hesitate, you're going to get a ticket to my Online Marketing Mastery live event in San Diego. Right now, we are looking at June or July for the next one. Okay, we had the last one in December. The next one we're looking right now at June or July. We're already negotiating with the hotel. So either June or July, you're going to have a ticket to come to San Diego. It's going to be freaking beautiful in July in San Diego. It's going to be, you have the beach here in San Diego. You have beautiful weather, the event, everything's happening here. Remember, at the last events, I had Frank Kern, I had Andy Jenkins, I had Mike Fulsame, I had James Malinchak, I had Chris Farrell. It's a 3-day event. I teach everything that I have. It's a $1,000 value. And if you take action today, you're also going to get a ticket to this event. If you can't make it, you're going to get access to the recordings. We never sell the recordings publicly, but if you can't make it, I'm recording everything and you're going to get access to the recordings if you can't make it. I hope you can make it. I would love to meet you in person. It will be cool to hang out, have a beer. If you don't drink, have some water and, meet in person. teach you 3 days everything that I have, get access to the keynote speakers. And if you guys want to come out to San Diego, if you want to get FB Masterclass, 100% commission to Video Product Pro, and if you want to take advantage of the monthly course for the next 3 months that I do, go to digitalproductpro.co/go and you're ready to rock and roll. If this is a no-brainer for you, if you want to save more than $2,000, let me know that you are in. Just put in the chat box that you are in so that I know who the ticket is going to get for the San Diego live event as well. And I'm going to reserve 5 tickets also for people who couldn't make the live call, because sometimes things happen, different time zone. I totally understand that. So here's again everything that you're getting, and I'm going to cover the Q&A in just a moment here, okay? And Victor, hey, awesome. So if you are in, just put in the chat box right now, I'm in. Just put in the chat box, I'm in, so that I know exactly who's going to get access to all the bonuses and also the unadvertised bonuses in the members area. Now that you've decided that you're going to sign up, make sure when you log in, first thing that you want to do is go to the retargeting section and study it and learn how to do banner retargeting. It's just as straightforward and step-by-step as this training was right here. Okay, go first into the retargeting training. After that, I want you to also check the bonus section, look at the unadvertised bonuses. But first thing, go to retargeting. It's really my secret weapon. I need you to master retargeting. So cool. With that being said, check it out. I'm going to go into the Q&A right now, and I want to make sure that everyone is taken care of. I also, if you sign up already, congratulations. You're going to get a receipt immediately inside of JVZoo. You can access the program, the members area, and then all you have to do, you just go to JVZoo, you request to be an affiliate for Video Product Pro, and you put a code in there that I'm going to give you via email, and boom, I'm going to send you to 100% commission, and you can send traffic and make sales tomorrow. So you don't even have to spend time right now creating your own product. You can just leverage mine, and with FB Masterclass, now you know how to generate a massive amount of traffic and send the traffic to my website or any website that you want to promote. You can be an affiliate marketer, you can promote your own product. That's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Okay, so I hope this was some really good, valuable content. I tried to make it as actionable as possible. I also tried to make a really irresistible offer here that is just a no-brainer, okay, to sign up for. If you have questions, right here on the page, you can see my email, askmariobrown@gmail.com. If I can't cover your question right now on the webinar, just email me there. If you have, questions about the payment, or things like that, if you want to split it up, something like that, reach out to me. Right now, this is an absolute no-brainer deal, and you can save more than $2,000, and you get FB Masterclass, you get a ticket to San Diego, you're going to get 100% commission on my really cool product, which was a #1 best-selling product, by the way, guys, a #1 best-selling product, and also, of course, to FB Masterclass. So I'm going to open up the Q&A right now. Let me just open up the question box here so that I can see if I'm missing something, and then let's dive right into this. So let's see here. A lot of people asking if there's a money back guarantee. Here's the deal, guys. A lot of people are asking this. Look, if I can tell you this, you're gonna love the program. Am I gonna sit here and say like, oh no, you're not gonna get your money back if you ask for it? No, but here's the deal. If you want your money back, at least what I would expect is that you actually try something, that you actually set up your first Facebook campaign, that you actually start promoting my program, that you actually go through all the modules. Show me something that you did, that you took imperfect action, and then we can definitely talk about it. But yes, you know me, that's how I roll. I want to build a long-term business, of course. If for some reason you hate it, and you just absolutely think like this is total crap, let me know, you get your money back, of course. But I can tell you, if you saw Video Product Pro, imagine what you're going to get with FB Masterclass and my monthly course, basically coaching course, and being able to push Digital Product Pro with 100% commission. That's pretty freaking unheard of. And I just felt like, you know what? So many people love it. It was the #1 best-selling program. It's proven to convert. It's proven to make sales. Okay, I hired a copywriter. Why let it collect dust? Why not give you guys a chance to leverage all the hard work that I did and just send a little bit of traffic and make sales and keep all the commission? That's the deal here, where I believe, it's a no-brainer. So let's dive into this. So the money back guarantee we covered. Richard is asking, what's the conversion rate on Video Product Pro? For the funnel right now, Richard, the conversion rate is 12.8%. So it's a 13% conversion rate, and the EPC, earnings per click, right now is $3 plus. So if you guys don't know what this means, don't worry about it. A lot of you guys are more advanced. They're asking me like specific promotional questions. The EPC is $3, which is huge, and the conversion for the funnel right now is 13%. So it's sweet stats. Yes, Andrew, absolutely. You get everything today for only $197. So if you go to digitalproductpro.co/go, everything that I mentioned, FB Masterclass, everything for just $197, which is an incredible deal. You're saving a good amount of money, but more important than that, it's helpful. I launched last year Facebook Masterclass for $1,000, but the thing is, Facebook changes so fast. That's why I'm also giving you the monthly course for 3 months. So again, I'm paying good money to be in some high-end masterminds, and everything that I learned there of what's working for the big guys, I'm going to teach you in the monthly course. So every month you're always going to be up to speed. I hate it when someone sells a Facebook training and after months it's outdated and they leave you hanging. So for 3 months guaranteed, I'll take care of you. You get the coaching, and boom, in the members area, every month you're going to see the training. Godfrey was asking, why didn't you use mobile devices for retargeting? Hey, Godfrey, there's no real reason. I just wanted to make sure that people get retargeted when they're on their device, on their desktop, because I believe, Godfrey, a lot of times people don't really make a payment on their phone, not yet. Like for someone to actually watch my sales video on the phone and then scroll down and purchase and log into JVZoo, most likely not going to happen. So I focus more on retargeting people, and in general with my advertising on people who are actually on their desktop computer. And yeah, that's what I focus on more right now. Hey, damn cool. And again, if you are in, let me know that you are in so that I can actually, oops, let me scroll up here. Thank you for the feedback there. That I know that you guys are in and I can give you the bonuses. So, excuse me, Victor here. Congratulations and welcome to the family. I see here Benny Edelman is in. And excuse me, what's going on with my throat? That's when you do like a 90-minute webinar and you give all your energy, you lose a little bit your voice. And Maury Wilkes, congratulations, says also he's in. And then I had here, that's cool. That's a good question. I'll cover that in a moment, Naomi. And I have Mike here who's in. I have Natasha who's in. Cynthia's in. Hey, what's up, Cynthia? Mike was asking if there's upsells. There's no upsells, Mike. It's just straight up. It's really straight up and straightforward offer. There's no upsells whatsoever. You get everything that I was mentioning here. So welcome on board, Mike. I got Joe here who just joined. Welcome to the family. Let's see here. I'm just scrolling up here right now when I ask the question. Lucy is in. Nice. Yep, that's a big insight for sure. Hey, Dan, we can definitely. Yeah, Dan, I can do that for you. For sure, I can do that for you. No problem. So, Dan, also welcome to the family. Welcome on board. Hey, Paul Newton, welcome on board. How do you get the JV link? Really simple. Paul, or just go to JVZoo and request to be an affiliate for Video Product Pro, and in the comment section, just put your email that you signed up with. So when you purchase right now, when you invest in FB Masterclass here, you're going to use an email, and that email you just put in the comments. And then I'm going to double check that you really paid, that you invested, and as soon as I see that, boom, I'm going to set you to 100%, and you can start promoting today, and you're going to keep all the front-end commission, and you make 50% on all the upsells too. It's a no-brainer deal. So Paul, welcome on board. Hey, Digital Synergy, let me see if I understand your question. Can we promote the special offer to our list as an affiliate JVZoo? No, Digital. This one in particular, this FB Masterclass offer, you cannot promote. You can promote Video Product Pro. This is specifically only for people who already invested in Video Product Pro right now. But I hope you're on board. And tell me what your name is. Hey, Charles, I use a perfect audience for banner retargeting right now. Hey, Richard, what's up? Richard just said he's in. Richard, welcome on board. Paul Herman just said he's in. Awesome. Let's see here. Sally, there's someone here called Sally also in. Welcome to the family. Yeah, Victor. FE Masterclass is to teach you really how to take your Facebook traffic to the next level, but it's really in depth. It's like an MBA program on Facebook advertising. So after that, you're going to be a freaking ninja. Plus, you're going to get my update course as well. Hey, Andrew Newman. Oh, welcome aboard. Awesome, awesome. Victor, not yet. You cannot resell FE Masterclass just yet. Maybe I'll make it available, but I don't know about that yet. This is a really good deal that I don't want to make public. So this is usually, this deal is really just for people who gave me the trust when I launched Video Product Pro. Hey, Henry, you can get access to the recordings. So Henry is also on board, but he is concerned that in June he's going to be actually in Zambia. Not sure where it is. Sounds like Africa. Henry, I'm going to record all the sessions of all the keynote speakers, all my training, so I can send you those recordings. It's just as if you were at the event. So I can definitely hook you up with the recordings if you can't make it. Hopefully, if you can change your plans, it would be sweet to have you out here in San Diego, man. It would be awesome. Hey, Cynthia, let me understand. No, you're good, Cynthia. So just to clarify, guys, that was my mistake. I just want to clarify something here. When you invest today, you're going to get Digital Product Pro in terms of 100% commission. If you found your way somehow on this webinar and you actually don't own Video Product Pro, by purchasing this today, you're not getting access to Video Product Pro. This webinar is specifically for people who already have access to Digital Product Pro, and you're going to get 100% commission with that. Now, if you don't own it yet, no problem. You can invest in Digital Product Pro. Just go to this URL right here, .co. You can get it, so that way you own it, and you can also promote it at 100% commission. Sally is asking how much for just the masterclass? Sally, that's a good question, but I don't understand it, because Sally, if you think about it, I don't understand the question. Like, if I would sell you right now FB Masterclass just by itself for $197, it makes much more sense that you pay the $197 and you get all the bonuses, right? Because I'm not going to sell FB Masterclass ever for less than $197, and I only sell it for $197 at this special deal. You cannot buy it publicly. Like, you cannot go anywhere and buy it for $197 besides when you see me on a webinar like this. Because I sold it, not too long ago for $1,000. So the lowest ever that I would sell FE Masterclass is $197, but today you can get it for $197 and all the bonuses, and you can resell Video Product Pro, and you get the monthly update course as well. Ben is asking, is this more for beginners or for advanced? It's Ben, this is like an MBA. It's literally taking you from not knowing what a Facebook ad is to being a freaking ninja and running Facebook traffic if you want to for clients. So it's very beginner friendly. It's going to take you from beginner, newbie, to intermediate, to advanced, and to super advanced. Jordan, hey, what's up, John? I missed you before. Hey, John, how's it going? John is an awesome client of mine here in San Diego, and he's asking, what do you use to create the banner ads and images? Hey, John, I don't know how to use Photoshop, so I'm not using Photoshop. To do my own images, I use just PicMonkey. I think it's picmonkey.net. But usually, John, I really use Fiverr. Like for the professional corporate type of images, especially for banner retargeting, I use Fiverr. So I literally go to Fiverr, I select someone there, and I give them my images of my face, or mugshots, and they make it look amazing, and they combine it with your logo. So yeah, Fiverr is the place to go, I tell you, for inexpensive outsourcing. Jerome, what's up? Jerome Eckert just joined the family. Jerome is in as well. Welcome, Jerome. As soon as you're in, make sure that you request your link to be an affiliate for 100% commission. Just put your purchase email into the comments so I know that you purchased, and check out the retargeting section. Hey, Cynthia just said, PicMonkey, Fiverr, and Joe Barnes' FB graphics work great. Hey, Cynthia, awesome. I have to ask Joe about her FB graphics. I'm actually not aware of them. So I'll reach out to her. That's a good tip. Someone just said, amazing offer, I'm in. Sweet. Who else is in? If I didn't mention you right now, this is your time to shine. So if you are in and I didn't mention your name yet, just put it in the chat box so I know exactly that you also get a ticket to the San Diego event. And I want to get to know you a little bit more as well. So I'm just scrolling up here like crazy. Let's see. Let's see here. Do you where Marty was asking, where do you find user IDs for people that have liked my page? Well, Marty, you shouldn't do any user ID stuff anymore. Um, Facebook is not, it's not a great fan of that anymore. You shouldn't scrape user IDs. You have to stay away from that. Hey, Dan, no, you wouldn't get. Just to clarify, you wouldn't get an actual copy of Video Product Pro if you don't own it yet, but you do get the right to resell it at 100%. But if you feel more comfortable reselling it, actually owning it, which I recommend, then you can just pick it up. A lot of people asking about a replay. Actually, what I was planning to do, guys, is I was planning to do the call again live tomorrow because a lot of people couldn't make it because of the time zone. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. If I'm not going to do that, I'm going to send out the replay actually really ASAP. And if I do it live again, you're going to get an email about it. But yeah, as soon as I can, I'm going to get the replay up and send it out to everyone so that you guys can watch this step by step at your own pace. So everyone who asked about the recordings, yes, I got you covered. Yeah, Sally, just to clarify, I saw your question from before. This is not about buying Video Product Pro. I know that you already have Video Product Pro. The bonus here is that you can now resell it. Let's see. What question do you have? Hey, Barbara just said, thanks so much for this pro training. This was one of the best webinars she ever attended. Wow, thank you so much for the feedback. Hey, and guys, if you enjoyed the training, please let me know. And I'm not, saying that so I can boost my ego, but I'm trying to improve my webinar skills. I want to be different out there. A lot of marketers, they do a lot of theory and they do a lot of, fluff. And I want to stand out by really being actionable over the shoulder. So if you enjoyed this type of training, let me know. It would show me that yes, I'm doing something right. People get impacted and people actually get some value out of that. And again, not saying that to boost my ego. It obviously helps my ego too, but I want to know that I'm actually on the right track. Susanna, I agree. It was a great training. Yes, very nice webinar, says John. Richard Delat says, good webinar. Now I want to get started. How do I use retargeting to send traffic to your offer? Richard, really easy. Right now, all you have to do is, request your link. I'll approve you. And then basically what you can do is, and I'm going to do it. This is a really good point, Richard. You know what? Richard makes a good point. First of all, Richard, welcome to the family. Welcome on board. Smart decision to join the program. Richard was asking, how do I get started now promoting your offer? This is a great question. You know what? I'm going to do a separate training for you guys on the first update call. I'm going to teach you how to get the best out of promoting Digital Product Pro as an affiliate. How do you actually generate traffic? How do you set up your own retargeting as an affiliate? So I'm going to throw this in as a bonus as well right now. Richard, good point. I'm going to have a separate training on the first update call where I'm going to walk you through how to set up your own page right now so that you can promote Digital Product Pro, so you can use retargeting and how you can leverage traffic and Facebook traffic. Good point. I'll throw this in as a bonus as well. I want to make sure that you guys are as successful as possible. Cynthia, you're going to definitely get the replay. You know it. Jerome, you're welcome. Richard said, vielen Dank aus der Schweiz. It's my pleasure. A little bit of German here. Awesome and classy. Yeah, you got it, Dan. Let's see here. Fabulous webinar. Thank you guys. Thank you for the feedback. Cool. It looks like I'm on track with what I'm doing. Naomi's asking price points. What do you mean? I missed your question, Naomi. Big monkey, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to wrap it up here in just a second. I don't want to keep you any longer. We already had like a 90-minute really good session here. If I missed your question, you can go ahead and just post it real quick. But I have to wrap it up. I want to make sure that I get the replay out ASAP. I want to get this out to everyone who couldn't make it. I potentially do this webinar again tomorrow. I'm not sure about it though. There's a big question mark, but potentially I do it tomorrow again live. If you want to see it live again, if not, you're gonna get the replay within the next 2 or 3 hours. And right now, all I have to say, I really appreciate the most valuable asset that you gave me. That is your time. I hope I served it well, and I think this is a no-brainer offer. I always try to make offers that are no-brainers, where I over-deliver. If you want to take advantage of it, the link is digitalproductpro.co/go. I'm going to keep it available for about 24, maybe max 48 hours. And if you take action right away, remember, you're also going to get a ticket to my live event, June or July in San Diego with, with like-minded peers, keynote speakers, 3 days, full immersion. I'm looking forward to meeting you personally, having a beer together, networking and learning more about what it is that you are up to. If you can't make it, you're going to get access to the recordings. And with that being said, I'm Mario Brown. I'm out. I hope you enjoyed the training. Be on the lookout for some emails from me. I'm still adding more content to Video Product Pro. So, open up my emails and check out what I'm up to. With that being said, thank you so much for your time, for your attention. See you soon. Bye-bye.